When Dennis wants to tell me something, I know it's not something that I want to hear. Dennis says, I need a vacation. And I look at Phil and say, Phil, what do you mean, vacation? He says, he needs a vacation. He needs some time off to let loose. If anybody needs a vacation, I need a vacation. We look at Dennis and said, Dennis, what are you going to do? He says, well, I need to go to Vegas.
All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Hope y'all are having a good day so far. So, I was asked by a member to check out this video here, and it's gonna be a fun one, you guys. This is from the channel Dime, and I know some of you are fans of this, and some of you are not fans of this, but I think it's hilarious. So this one is titled "The 20 Most Selfish Moments in NBA History." And yeah, not much else to say about that. Let's just get into this, guys. Let's see. I'm linking the original video down below like I always do. And also, you'll see a list of channel members. Shout out to you guys. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And let's start the day out with a laugh today, huh? So hit that like button if you could. Hit that hype button if you could. I'd appreciate it. And let's do it.
These are the 20 most selfish moments in NBA history. And first, Steph did Draymond Green dirty.
Curry, why not for three? Bingo!
I'm surprised Dre didn't put him in a headlock. But at number 19, a player tried blocking his own teammate.
Played so well when Harden came on as a starter.
Oh yeah, what the?
But number 18 is just...
What even was that, you guys? Like, I always wondered, how the hell did he do that? Like, how did he mix that up? Wow, what a pause. What's up, D'Antoni?
Because the Lakers were so bad, Kobe went 1v5.
The defensive side knows which way he's going, and he doesn't embarrass you as much. Kobe, he had
But there are some who take...
I mean, straight up, you know Kobe's not going to pass the ball at the very end of the clock like that.
Take it even further, because at number 17, Draymond Green walked off in the middle of the play.
Final minute here in the first half, and Draymond, that was an oddity. He just stopped playing.
Wow, I never saw that one.
Nobody had a meltdown like number 16. The time Kevin Love gave away points.
Here's this play I was talking about. Just good hustle. What is Kevin Love doing? My goodness.
But some selfish moments just don't make sense.
I wonder what led up to that.
Because with less than a minute left in a tight game between the Bulls and the Heat, Denzel Valentine took one of the worst shots in NBA history.
No. Oh my goodness, Valentine!
No.
What? Oh no! That is not the shot.
He grossed those reporters out. But for number 4,
I mean, to be fair, we see that every game now. But I mean, not an air ball like that. But we see terrible shots like that with 19 seconds left on the shot clock or whatever that was. Lebowko's here. Okay, wait. Remember when I was talking about the hair? See, look, where'd that go?
Rajon Rondo was dodging his teammates like they were funky.
This is some of the things. Look where Rondo is sitting. Unless he's coming in the game, there's no excuse for that. That's not a winning culture. That's unacceptable.
But look, some moments are beyond selfish. Because at number 13, we got the time Zion Williamson was caught sleeping on his own team.
Nails the neck, man.
Ate too many nachos that day.
Good contest by Harris.
But
probably some marshmallows too.
Just dumb. Because Ricky Davis had 26 points, 12 assists, and needed just one more
I remember this one. This is bad.
rebound for a triple-double. So he took a shot at his own basket just to catch the rebound.
Well, they lobbed to that side. It goes in. Hit it off the rim and grabbed it.
Now, the aftermath of this was crazy. Because not only did the NBA refuse to count it, his own teammates and coach lost all respect for him and eventually traded his ass the next year. But this next player's selfishness ruined a dynasty.
What do you guys think about that one? Because I thought that was ridiculous. I mean, I think that's ridiculous of Ricky to do. That was just terrible.
Because at number 11, the Warriors had one possession to call game when Draymond Green decided to pull an all-time stinker.
They don't use a timeout in 3. Draymond in 2. They got to get a shot off, and they don't. They didn't take a shot at the end of regulation, which is a little frustrating.
Draymond was trying to get it to somebody.
But look, we're in the top 10, so things are about to go to
Was that like the beginning of the end for those two?
Whole new level. And we got to mention the time a player went out of his way to get traded. See, in 2021, James Harden was sick and tired of Houston. So instead of just joining the team for training camp, he flew to Atlanta to celebrate little baby's birthday with a Prada bag full of treats.
Hey, brought me damn proud about that. You proud of me, man. You feel me?
Yeah. Now, the video went viral, and the NBA was on him for violating COVID protocol. But Harden doubled down, because a week later, he was back at it again.
Jeez.
Dude broke the NBA's COVID rules again and had to cough up a $200K fine. But when he finally made it out on the floor, he looked like an all-you-can-eat buffet.
James Harden definitely had a pregame meal, averaging 17.
I forgot about that. He definitely had a pregame meal.
Points per game over the last 4.
On January 13th, 2021, Harden was traded to the Nets, where he would do the exact same thing. But look, some of the most selfish moments in the NBA comes from players you least expect.
I mean, he forced his way out of Houston. He forced his way out of New Jersey. He forced his way out of Philly, man. James Harden, I'm so over it.
Back in 2015, Andre Iguodala won the Finals MVP, which had Steph Curry feeling the type of way. And in 2017, he would once again have a chance to win the trophy. He didn't. But in 2018, Steph was ready. See, between him and KD, it felt like the real battle wasn't the finals. It was for Finals MVP. And in Game 3, KD balled out, dropping 43 points.
Kevin Durant way outside, delivers!
Which had Steph Curry forgetting about the bigger picture.
Lock on Steph's head was down near tears. Yeah, after win. Nigga was mad. He wanted to win that bitch. KD was trying to give it to him like KD won the year before. So he was trying to give it to him, but Steph,
Like, I'm trying to miss, goddammit.
Steph couldn't make a shot.
Now, obviously, you don't become as good.
Wait, how does he know? How does he know? Was he in the locker room? Was he part of that championship or something?
As Curry if you're not obsessed with being the best. And in 2022, Curry would get that chance again. He averaged 31.2 points in the finals, got a new nickname,
Proud Daddy of the Boston Celtics,
and won Finals MVP. But we can't talk selfish and not mention number 8. When Anthony Davis in 2019, fresh off an all-star season with the New Orleans Pelicans, publicly demanded a trade. Now, this wasn't just a quiet behind-the-scenes request. He made it clear he wanted out and only wanted to go to the Lakers, which left the Pelicans in a tough spot. But it wasn't just the trade demand that made Davis look selfish, because in the Pels' final game of the season, he pulled up in the most disrespectful shirt ever seen.
He wore a shirt saying, "That's all, folks," to the Pelicans' regular season finale last night, which he did not play on.
After 7 years with the organization, he went out with a Looney Tunes reference and got his wish. But number 7 had a grown man regretting ever
I mean, that makes it more fitting that he's in Space Jam 2 then.
being selfish. See, Dennis Schroeder could have had enough money for multiple lifetimes.
Oh, I know this story. This is, wow. This is right up there with like the Latrell Sprewell story.
His greed left him devastated. Now, Schroeder was having the best season of his career playing next to LeBron James. So the Lakers offered him a 4-year, $80 million extension in the middle of the season. And Schroeder
guys, $20 million a year.
Never had this much stock in his career in his entire life. So the confidence was at an all-time high. So instead of locking in that bag, Schroeder thought his free agency could get him $100 million. But that gamble would turn out to be one of the worst mistakes ever. Because when playoff time rolled around, LeBron and AD were battling injuries. And Schroeder nosedived into one of the worst stretches of his career. So not only did the Lakers get bounced, Schroeder's value took a tumble. See, that $100 million offer he thought he was worth turned into a 1-year, $5.9 million contract with the Boston Celtics.
End of the day, you know, me and my agent decided not to sign that contract. Personally, I gotta be comfortable in the environment I'm in.
Yeah, that's lifelong regret. But at number 6, we gotta talk about the crazy.
That's crazy. I didn't notice he said that though. That's interesting. I gotta be comfortable in the environment I'm in. So is he kind of hinting that he didn't like being on that Laker team? Oh man, so nice to see this team. I miss this team.
Craziest rock star move in NBA history. Look, during the 1997-98 NBA season, in the middle of a championship race with the Chicago Bulls, Robin pulled the most rock star move in NBA history. See, when Scottie Pippen returned from injury during the 97-98 season, he could finally give Dennis the break he needed as the second star. So he approached MJ with the dumbest question ever.
When Dennis wants to tell me something, I know it's not something that I want to hear. Dennis says, I need a vacation. And I look at Phil and say, Phil, what do you mean, vacation? He says he needs a vacation. He needs some time off to let loose. If anybody needs a vacation, I need a vacation. We look at Dennis and say, Dennis, what are you going to do? He says, well, I need to go to Vegas. Can your vacation be like 48 hours? Go straight to the airport? Boom. They don't hear and see Dennis for 48 hours.
Did Dennis come back on time?
He didn't come back on time. Ready to go get his ass. out of bed.
Robin came back from his Vegas.
What was it? Who was it? Carmen Electra was in that bed with him too.
Break, and like clockwork, went back to being Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, he
rebounding like a maniac for the Bulls, who needed to secure another title. And at number 5, we have one of the craziest scandals in NBA history. As Tony Parker did.
But just to comment on that, that was what was so cool about the leadership in Chicago between Phil Jackson and Michael Jordan, because most other teams would just say like, no, screw it, you know. No vacation. You got to stick it out. Even though now we have load managing and all this stuff, it's so ironic to talk about this kind of stuff now. But back then, yeah, you don't do this. But they understood Dennis enough to go, if we say no to this, he ain't gonna be Dennis for the rest of the year. So let's let him go party. He'll come back, and then that's all it took. Dennis was happy. He just needed to go and get drunk and do whatever the hell he was doing out there in Vegas, and he came back ready to rock.
Just fumble his marriage. He betrayed a teammate. Look, Tony had one of $1 million extension. So he was stuck. Yeah, getting a teammate's wife is some Hall of Fame level betrayal. But at number 4,
for sure.
A player refused to shoot. See, in
for
game
sure, that's like the ultimate sin of the bro code.
7 of the 2006 playoffs against the Phoenix Suns, Kobe did the unthinkable.
Oh, yes, he did.
Were already on the ropes after blowing a 3-1 series lead. And after pouring in 23 points in the first half, he came out in the second with just 3 shots. And no, it wasn't because he suddenly forgot how to hoop. Kobe looked like he was trying to prove a point by saying, this is what happens when I don't take every shot. And when Kobe checked out, it was over. The Suns ran them out the building with a 30-point blowout. And Charles Barkley was pissed.
I'll never forget it. And it's not like it seemed like he was doing that. That's exactly what he was doing. He was making a point. And that was probably his lowest mature moment I've ever seen at that point. I'd never seen him do anything like that again, thankfully, because, man, that was... Yeah, you just don't do that.
Went off on him after the game. I said, hey, listen, we all big Kobe Bryant fans, but what he did tonight was just total bullshit.
Whether it was a protest or just bad basketball, Kobe couldn't admit what he did wrong.
Did you see where taking 3 shots in that game was going to raise some eyebrows?
No, not really. I mean, if you look at the way that we played throughout the series, we stuck to the script.
Damn, the mama really turned off the kill button. But look, it's top 3 time. So things are about to go to a whole new level. And first, Shaquille O'Neal's thirst for the spotlight ruined the greatest duo of all time. See, instead of building the Lakers empire, Kobe and Shaq spent years beefing over who was really the top dog. And by 2004, the tension was at an all-time high. Shaq wanted the Lakers to be his team, but Kobe, he wasn't about to play second fiddle to anyone. The Lakers sided with the younger superstar and reshaped the league by shipping Shaq off to Miami. And in his second year with D-Wade, they delivered a championship. And that's when Shaq finally learned his lesson. In Miami, he took a step back and let Wade be the guy. It resulted with Wade putting on one of the greatest finals performances ever. That's when it hit Shaq.
Egos get in the way. That word, my team, will mess you up. A lot of necessary stuff that shouldn't have happened because of the ego. Yeah, it was probably my fault.
If you had the
I'm glad he can see it now, because the whole point of playing the game is to win. As if you're letting your ego get in the way, worrying about like whose team this is, you're already lost.
Wisdom you have now.
And he did that also in Orlando.
Back then, how many championships you feel like you guys could have won?
7.
Imagine that. 6 or 7, and they both would have went down as GOATs.
All right, 7 might sound like a ridiculous number, but that's pretty much what I thought they were going to do together too. They won those 3 like it was nothing. So I figured they can definitely win 6 or 7 championships easy. Kobe was so young still.
One player was as selfish as the GOAT at number 2. See, what made Michael Jordan a 5-time MVP and a 6-time NBA champion was his selfishness. And wasn't just selfish on the court, he made it a lifestyle. Because this man would gamble on anything, from $1 bets to millions, just to prove he would take on anyone.
We would play blackjack.
I don't know if that makes him selfish, but he definitely has a competition problem, because, yeah, he will bet on anything.
In the front of the plane for $1 a hand. He knows that we would never play with him in the back because it's just too much money. But he would come up to the front. He's like, what are you guys doing? You mind if I play? I remember John Paxson looking at him and going, why in the hell do you want to play with us? We're playing for $1 a hand. I remember he looked at him and goes, because I want to say I got your money in my pocket.
Yeah, bro had issues. And when it came to his teammates, Black Jesus had no mercy. I mean, Scotty...
I think it's very relatable. I'm sure a lot of you out there have done like $1 bets or $5 bets with your friend, where like it doesn't even matter about collecting the money. It's more about like, yeah, I won. I beat you. You know, it's just bragging rights and trash talking. I still to this day do like $1 bets with my friends, because it's just like, you know, you get into a heated debate or an argument or whatever, and it's like, all right, put $1 on it. You know, it's like, yeah, I'll put $1 on it, and that way it hurts if you're wrong.
Pippen was already salty about Jordan hogging the ball, but when The Last Dance dropped, Scotty let the world know their beef.
I thought it was a great documentary. I felt like the documentary only told a story that sort of glorified him and not glorified us as a team.
Jordan turned their whole championship run into the MJ show, while Scotty was left looking like a sidekick again. But even their teammate John Sally, a dude who played with legends, knew what the deal was.
I don't think he's selfish. He just is an alpha male playing in a team game and was really good at it.
But the craziest part is that even Jordan knew he was an asshole.
The word that she just mentioned was selfish. I think we all are selfish in some respect, because I think to be successful, you have to somewhat have a tunnel vision about how you want to, or you perceive yourself. In our game, the team sport, you have to give up some of it, but we still have it because we have individual goals that we try to meet. Selfish plays a big part in all successful athletes or, you know, business because you have to have the focus. Make sure you do what you have to do. You don't care about anybody else to that degree.
Say what you want, but that's why he's Air Jordan. But the most selfish moment...
I mean, he's not lying, though. You have to. That's the only way to strive for greatness. You have to be a little bit selfish, but you got to be able to check your ego.
In NBA history was strictly billionaire business. Look, the Mavericks didn't just trade Luka Doncic in the most monumental trade in league history, but they stabbed their franchise in the heart, because one day he was the face of Dallas, who had just purchased a $15 million mansion, and next he was gone.
How did LeBron James find out about this deal, and what was his reaction?
While they're at dinner, he finds out on his phone, I'm told, that the trade was happening. He is surprised, he is still processing it, and quite frankly had no sense that the deal was coming or in the works.
No farewell tour, no warning, just shipped off like an Amazon return. Now the GM, Nico Harrison, made the most bogus excuse ever, claiming they wanted a defensive squad. Bro traded a 25-year-old legend, and the city of Dallas revolted. Look, Anthony...
They revolted until they got his ass fired. I'm glad he got fired. He deserved it. He earned it.
Davis was in the middle of an MVP season, but this made no sense. So there's some real conspiracy. See, Mark Cuban sold the Mavs last year, and word on the street is the owner didn't want to cough up that $345 million bag that Luka was eligible for. And what's crazier than that was this was all a ploy to make the NBA more popular.
I love that both organizations won. Yeah. Dallas did what they needed. Right, from the player and the personality that they need in their locker room and with their organization, but they got a win now team. For the next 4 to 5 years, Dallas is a win now team.
I mean, that's what I was saying too, D-Wade, but it's not going the way I thought it would. Kyrie's still injured. We got AD constantly injured. So it's a Cooper Flag show. That's not what I expected, but I guess when we're dealing with injury-prone players, as crazy as it is, like Luka misses some games here and there, but he's not injury prone like this at all. He'll be there in the playoffs.
I think Dallas good. I like what Dallas is. We need to see him. We need to see him, and we get a chance to see what they missing. Because it's the bench, and the Lakers get an opportunity to build into their future. Right, the next 10 years, you get to build in the Lakers' future with Luka, because now Luka is going to attract what D. Wright said, other international star players.
The same Luka who put up historic numbers every single season, but instead of loyalty, he got blindsided. Mavs fans devastated. The league stunned in the most selfish trade ever made.
Oh man, yeah. So I remember last year when the trade went through, that's basically what I was saying. Like, the future for the Lakers is good once they get rid of LeBron and all that. Like, it's going to be the Luka show, the Luka and AR show, plus whoever else they get. But I was saying last season when this trade happened that the Mavs have a good shot at winning the championship this season. And I still defend that. I didn't expect them to not have Kyrie Irving or Anthony Davis. So, sorry. But if you had those two in a lineup, man, I can only imagine what I still am only imagining what that dynamic is going to be like. Plus, you add Cooper Flagg to the mix now. And I'm still waiting for this, like, to really come together and everyone to get healthy and see what happens. Because, yeah, D-Wade's right. They got another 2 to 3 years now to win with this lineup, but they can win. But in order to win, they need their health and they need to actually be able to work. So if they can't show up to work right now, nothing's happening. But anyways, I can't remember the status of Kyrie Irving. Like, when is he coming back? Like, AD has been like injured and back, and I can't keep track of it for that reason. But Kyrie's been out for a long time now. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna head out here. Thanks for watching with me. I hope you had a good time like I did. Like the vid on your way out if you could. Hit that subscribe button if you want to catch some more content like this. And most importantly, is be water, my friends.